guys, welcome back to Semojo Homestead. We are out here in the garden harvesting some radishes.
Yeah, we have some ready to pick, so that's super exciting. We've already picked several, so this is like our second harvest.
Yeah, and these are all still pretty much from our first round of succession planting.
Yeah.
Our second round has definitely come up, should be ready in about another week or so.
Yeah.
And our third round, I just noticed, has really popped up and coming along. So those are probably another 3 to 4 weeks out.
If you do not like radishes, I just challenge you to roast them. They are amazing.
Yes, they are. But we're not talking about radishes today.
No.
We are kind of talking about garden stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about oranges and citrus and growing citrus in
Right.
South Carolina. And we did a video on this about a year ago, but we really wanted to make the focus of this video just about citrus and specifically the oranges that we're growing. The other video, we kind of focused on a couple other things like bananas, and I think we did nut trees and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we have had a lot of people tell us that they move their citrus inside during the winter. That is way too high maintenance for me.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. We just found citrus that grows well in our environment and planted that. So,
Yes.
And we've had success with it.
We have, and we are in zone 8B. You can do this all the way down to 8A, and even if you really want to get risky, 7B, but that takes a lot more strategic planning and really just having the perfect spot. But we're going to talk about all of that in this video.
So we have two different varieties of Satsuma orange trees. We like this variety because it doesn't have to be cross-pollinated. Obviously, we wanted more than one tree, but it is self-pollinating, which is really nice if you are only interested in getting one or you have a really small scale that you're working with. So.
Yeah, and with any self-pollinating type fruit, it is always better if you can have another variety out there, because anytime you can cross-pollinate fruit or even vegetables, you're gonna get a better yield, better production. So we have two orange trees. Both of them are Satsuma, but they are two different types of Satsuma. Satsuma is a type of mandarin orange, and they are very cold hardy. So that is what you want to look for if you want to try growing citrus outside of the citrus zone. Is just look for cold hardy ones, and a lot of that will come down to the rootstock that they are on. That's where the life of the plant is. If it gets below those cold hardy temperatures, a lot of times it's happening to more the root area that's killing the plant.
So I grew up in California. We had citrus plants, and I always wanted to have citrus plants here. I was so excited to find some citrus that was cold hardy. If you don't know this about mandarins, actually the cold is what makes them sweeter. So in California, if we didn't have a cold spell, I was in Northern California, if we didn't have a cold spell, the mandarins would not be sweet. So I knew that they would probably be okay in like the low 40s. I didn't know that we could get some that were even more cold hardy than that. So I was really excited. Something to know about citrus is when it turns its color, like if it's lemons, if it turns yellow, for oranges, once they turn orange, you don't have to harvest them all at the same time. They can actually stay on the tree and continue to sweeten and ripen and be picked as you want to eat them. The tops will just pull away from the rest of the orange as you pick them if they're ready to eat. Couple things to know if you are growing citrus in a colder climate. Our chickens are all going crazy. You want to make sure you cover the tree for the first couple years. And what you will want to cover it with is a frost cloth or a piece of fabric of some kind. You can put plastic over that, but you don't want to put plastic directly on the tree. You will actually cold burn it. It will transfer too much cold. So make sure you have some fabric wrapped around it, and then you can put that plastic if you want. We've had some really chilly nights, and they have done just fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so one other thing that you can do to help protect it from the cold is mulch the bottom. You can do regular mulch, or I prefer using like a straw mulch that's partially decomposed already, because that's going to release heat on its own. It goes back to the biggest thing you're trying to protect is the roots. Now, you definitely want to protect the top just to eliminate any damage that may occur to just the leaves and the stem. The last thing that you really want to make sure you get right is placement. So citrus want to have water, but they do not need to be in soil or want to be in soil that's going to hold a lot of water. So you want good draining soil. And then also location as far as where you place it, where it's going to get protection from the cold drafts that come in the wintertime. So kind of like figs, you definitely want to put them on a south facing wall or at the edge of trees like we've done here. So the woods behind me are on the north side of our citrus trees. So they really help to buffer a lot of those winds that tend to come in and can just create a little bit colder environments for plants. The other thing that we really thought through when we were thinking about where to put them is putting them in a place where they'll get sun on them fairly early in the morning so that they can start warming up on those cold days, and also where the afternoon sun's going to hit it to continue to be warm into the night when the temperatures do start to drop again. That's it. It really isn't that difficult to grow citrus in ground outside without a greenhouse.
Yes.
In zone 8. Obviously it can be done in higher zones,
yeah,
but in zone 8. Really, like we said, the biggest thing is you want to get it through those first 2 years that it's going to be outside, and after that you should be good unless you get like a really freakish cold spell.
Yeah.
So one thing I did want to say, the cold hardiness on these guys will go down. This particular variety will be able to handle about mid-20s, but you really kind of start to push it in that range. But I mean, from this year forward, I probably am not going to worry about covering them unless we are talking like 25 or lower. So it's really not that hard.
You should do it.
Yes, you should. So if you found this information useful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. It would just let us know that you like this material.
Yeah.
And if you have not subscribed already, be sure to go ahead and do that. We would love for you to be a part of our YouTube family. Right now, we're gonna go do our highs and lows. All right, highs and lows. I'm going first this time.
Fine. Fine.
The military has decided to have a bunch of practice flights over us, so you're probably hearing the jets. All right, they love to hit their afterburners like as they go over our house, which is super frustrating.
Awesome.
But anyway, so my low would be probably that we lost this weekend.
Gosh. It was not just that we lost. It was horrible.
So if you have been keeping up with us, you know that we are pretty big Clemson fans. So it was just an embarrassing game.
It's terrible.
And we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
So that was my low. My high is, so we both do have the same, but I'm going to throw another one in there. Just having meat chickens for the first time and baby chicks, and it's been fun just kind of watching them and everything. So, yeah. And we're utilizing the chicken tractor, which you can probably see is behind us. So yeah, it's fun to have a new adventure that we're going into.
Yeah.
Our other high is, I'll let Cass expand on it, but we got to just help out with our community, help out with hosting an event, and it was just a lot of fun to be able to meet other homesteaders from just around the country. So that was a lot of fun getting to meet them. Some of you guys may be just now joining us, so welcome. We're glad that you are with us.
Yes. Yeah, so that was definitely my high. We were able to help Roots and Refuge put on an event for Abundance Plus with Justin Rhodes, And I'm an event coordinator for a dance studio, so I felt like I was in my happy place. I love being able to coordinate and help with events. I love the excitement of an event. I love serving people at an event. So, and I got to be there helping and serving with my friends, alongside my friends, homesteading community.
Yes.
So it felt like we were supporting our homestead community in a way that we never had before.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about that, and it was just a lot of fun to meet everyone and to hear everyone's kind of homesteading journey and their stories, and the setting was beautiful, so it was all good.
Your low?
My low. We're 100% sure that Coffee Bunny, our other bunny, is not pregnant. We have tried to breed her, and she is not interested.
She don't want anything to do with our buck.
No. And so we really believe in having animals that are providing something for us, and she can't even really be held. She doesn't, she's not mean, but she just doesn't like, she's not a people bunny. So she's not providing a lot for our homestead, so now we have to kind of decide where we're going next with her.
Yeah, probably our first option, I think, would be trying to find somebody to take her.
Yeah.
She'd make a great pet. Like, she'll let you pet her and everything, but
Yeah.
just not a great breeding rabbit
Right.
for whatever reason.
Right.
That is all that we have for you this week. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you will be encouraged to grow citrus if you are in zone 8. If
Yeah.
you want to try it in zone 7B again, you can do it.
Do it.
I know people that are doing it, but it is a lot more challenging. But yes, the biggest thing is you can do it in zone 8.
So if you have any questions about growing citrus here that maybe we didn't cover, or any comments, maybe you're growing it and you're having a lot of success as well, we would love to hear from you. Also, if you like our content, if you love what we share us with your friends on social media so they can journey with us as well.
Hope you guys have a great week and be blessed.